Hey everyone, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my makeup collection. So let's get started. On the top, I usually keep this palette, which I'll get into later because it is too big to fit inside of it. This top drawer here has all of my lip products, so I will show you some of those. First, I have this, which is just a regular EOS. This is just a good lip balm, and I use this a lot. Next, I'll show you my ColourPop products. These three I got in a set, and I really like these, especially the one on the right is called Echo Park. And that is my favorite go-to nude. The matte liquid lips are not my favorite. I haven't tried the glossy lip, but it is very pretty. That is those. I also have this ColourPop lipstick, which is Liquid Courage, and it's just my red lipstick. I don't wear red a whole lot, but I thought this would be nice to have for like the holidays. Next, I have this lipstick, which is from Essence. This is called Barely There, and I really like this one because it's a tint kind of lip color, and this is good for everyday wear. I use this one a lot as well. I have two Laura Geller lip products, and these I got from my mom, who didn't really use them, so she gave them to me. This is like a peachy lip gloss, and this one is a neutral lipstick. I also have this one, which is from Maybelline, and this is just a light pink lipstick. I don't wear this one a whole lot, but it is a very nice color and a good formula. I also got this from my mom, and this is a Tarte lip crayon. And this is very interesting. I haven't really tried it, but it is a nice color. I also have this, which is kind of like the Essence lip color, and this is kind of like a lip balm, tinted lip balm. So that is the shade. I also have two more liquid lipsticks. Matte liquid lipsticks are not quite always my favorite, but this one is from L'Oreal, and this one is so long lasting. Like, you can wear this all day, and even if you don't reapply it, it lasts. It is pretty hard to get off, but it is nice quality. This one, again, is another one of those lipsticks. This one is not my favorite. This one is too drying for me, but I still keep it. This is by Milani. The last thing in this top drawer is this lip balm. This is very old, but that is what it looks like. And if you were wondering how I organize this top drawer, I have my lipsticks over here, I have my lip crayon here, I have lip tints and lip balm here, lip glosses, satin liquid lips, and matte liquid lipsticks. Moving on to the second drawer, I have this split up into 3 sections. I really like this organizer, so I'll definitely make sure to link that down below. This side I use for eye-related products, so like mascara, eyeliner, things like that. So I have this Revlon eyelash curler, pretty simple. I use this a lot, and I've had it for a while. I also have this little eyelash separator, which had another part to it, but it broke. I do use this. I probably should get another one, but anyways, that is that. And this is a eyeliner, and this is from L'Oreal, and this is the Infallible Paints liquid eyeliner. I don't wear eyeliner a whole lot, but I wanted to get one just to have one, and I used it for Halloween. This one is actually really good, and I really like L'Oreal products, so I'd definitely recommend them for a drugstore brand. And my favorite mascara is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. I use this in pretty much all of my tutorials. On to the middle part of this drawer, this has all of my brow products. My favorite brow product is this, and this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Pencil, and this is in the shade Light Brunette. I really like this pencil. It's very nice, and it's drugstore, so it's affordable. The only thing I don't like about brow pencils is that they run out really quickly. This one does have a nice spoolie on the side, and then of course it has a nice thin tip, and this one is just the perfect brow pencil for me. This is kind of my backup product. This is the Benefit Browsings, and I believe I have the shade 3. This is very nice, but it's just harder to create a natural looking brow with it. So I use this whenever I run out of brow pencil, and it basically has a pomade type side and a powder side, and it comes with this little brush thing. And it is very good quality, but it's just harder to get natural brows, which is why I prefer brow pencils, but still have this, and I still use this when I run out of a pencil. I also have these to cut and trim my brow hairs. And then I have these flower tweezers. This next section has more of my foundation type of products and concealer. So my only foundation at the moment is this Bare Minerals foundation, and this is a powder foundation. And it is, here it is. I have the shade 2. This is nice quality. I don't use it a lot just because I don't wear powder and foundation very much, but when I do, I use this. It has a nice light to medium coverage. This product is good for canceling out redness, so I really like it. And this also has a little sponge thingy inside of it. The concealer I use, also for eyeshadow primer, is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I have the shade Fair. And I really like this concealer. It works really well. And again, I use this as my eyeshadow primer. Lastly, in this drawer, I just have a couple sponge-like materials. This came with a bronzer, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this is, I believe, a Real Techniques sponge that I got at Ulta. I just wanted to try it with the powder, and it doesn't really work as well with the powder. But I'm hoping to get a IT Cosmetics BB cream or something like that. And I think this will work better with a liquid product. Moving on to the third drawer. In this drawer, I only have one thing right now, but I hope to put blushes on this side and bronzers over here, and I'll probably just spread out highlights between the two. So the only bronzer that I have is this, and this is the Butter Bronzer. I have the lighter version, and I've just heard so many good reviews about this, so I thought that I would try it for bronzer. And here is the back. And this, I believe, is from Physicians Formula. These two drawers are my eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes are definitely my favorite part of makeup, so I have the most of those. This drawer here holds my Anastasia palettes and my Milani palette. So this is the Milani Most Loved Mattes. I really like this palette, especially since it's drugstore pricing. And this is a really good quality neutral palette. I like how it has 3 rows or columns, and this is like the neutral, cool tone, warm tone. So I really like that. And as you can see, I've hit pan on this shade here, and it's good to set the concealer or eyeshadow primer. And this is just a really good beginner palette. Next, I have the Norvina palette by Anastasia. This is an amazing palette. I absolutely love it. The formula is great, and the shimmers are just beautiful. I would definitely recommend this one. And it also kind of is mostly cooler tones, which I like. And as you can see, there's quite a few dents in a lot of these shades. The last palette in the first eyeshadow drawer is the Anastasia Prism palette. This palette is very interesting. I wouldn't say I use it a whole lot, although I really love this shade Eternal, Pyramid, and Dimension. As you can see, I've hit pan on this one, It's a good palette. The colors don't always go together, but it is good quality and it's very unique, and I don't have a lot of other shades like this, so I do really like that palette. In this last drawer, I keep Morphe and this Urban Decay palette. This is the only Urban Decay palette I have, and this is the Naked 2. I really like this palette. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's mainly because it's cooler toned. But I actually really like it. I feel like there's a lot of looks you can create with it. There's this nice shade you can use to set your concealer. There's gold, rose gold, silver, and like neutrals. I just think that this has everything you would need to create a everyday look. I would definitely recommend this as a beginner palette. Next in this drawer I have these Morphe palettes. This is the 35V. I already have a review up on this palette. I really like this palette. It's a great formula and has a lot of nice colors. It again has more cooler tones, but there's a few like warmer tones, as you can see over here. But like, I haven't tried some of these blues, but I would really love to. I've used this teal, this one, some of these pinks, and a lot of the neutrals. And this is an amazing palette. I would definitely recommend it, and you can get this at Ulta. The next palette I have is the 35M palette, and that is this palette. This is a very colorful palette. I really like it. I've used all of the tones in this palette. I've used some of the purples, a few of the greens, the oranges, the browns. It's just a really good quality palette. Some of the shades are a little bit similar, like these two are pretty much the same and these two are a little bit the same. But other than that, this is a great palette. And the last palette in this drawer is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And I love this palette. This is the first Morphe palette I bought. As you can see, I have a pretty big dip in a lot of these shades, like this one, and this one. And I just really like this palette. It's an amazing formula. This is the palette that got me into Morphe, and this is really good quality. Again, this would be another great beginner palette because it has a few pops of colors, but mostly neutrals. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. And the last makeup product I have to share with you is the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. This palette is huge. It does not fit in my organizer, which is okay, but it has all of these colors in it. I don't know why, but I don't use this one as much as I should, but it is a very pretty palette. It has a lot of transition shades in the middle, which you can also use for bronzer or contour if you wanted to, though they're a bit more warmer toned. They have these greens are definitely my favorite part of this palette, and those are the ones that I use the most. It is very nice. I don't use it a lot, but it is a good quality palette. So that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see any videos of using these products, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!